creates spaces that inspire and uplift the community. Join the conversation every Thursday by 5 p.m. on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Town Planning, building cities that thrive. This is brought to you by the Nigerian Institute of Town Planners FCT chapter. Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of the Town Planning Program. I'm your host, Olubumi Ruben, and you're welcome once again to the Town Planning Program. Now, on today's episode, we will be taking a look at understanding development control process in the FCT. We shall be discussing the ins and outs of development control in Abuja, from building approvals to land use regulations. So, whether you are a property owner, a developer, or simply interested in urban planning, this program is for you. And as usual, we always have expert guests who will share their insights and answer all your questions. And it is my pleasure today to welcome Town Planner Dr. Abdulrazak Sharif. He is a fellow of the Nigerian Institute of Town Planners. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, madam.
All right. And also with me here is Town Planner Bola Shitu. He is a member, Bolaji Shitu. He is a member of the Nigerian Institute of Town Planners. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
All right. And my able co-host, Town Planner Dr. Kano Kingsley. He is a member, Nigerian Institute of Town Planners, and also the second vice chairman of the Nigerian Institute of Town Planners, FCT chapter. You are welcome.
It's my pleasure.
All right. And just so you know, you can watch us live on Facebook, that's Eagles FM Abuja, and on YouTube, Eagles FM 1023. You're welcome once again. And like I said, today's program is a program you should not miss out. Like I said, if you are willing to go into the property business or you want to do anything in the real estate, you need to be here and to listen to what this program is all about. And for today's program, I'm going to start with Dr. Abdulrazak Sharif, sir. And I'm going to ask you the first question, which everybody is itching to know. We keep hearing about development control process, and most of us, we don't even know what it is. So we'd like you to shed light on that, and why is it important for urban growth in Abuja? After you've given us the definition of development control process, and then why is it important for urban growth in Nigeria?
Okay, thank you, host. Again, it's a pleasure to be on your program.
Yeah.
I commend your effort on this advocacy, and we urge that you keep the flag flying. And in order to respond to your question, I think we need to contextualize development control in the light of the enabling legislations that are surrounding development control, so that we will better have a better understanding of what development control is all about. And we will take a look at the Nigerian Urban and Regional Planning Decree, Decree 88 of 1992, Section 27, Part 2, Section 27. Did say that a development control department shall be constituted, which shall be charged with controlling development within an entity, a city as the case may be, and then approval shall be sought and obtained before any development shall take place within the said territory. So if we take a case for Abuja, for example, the Urban Regional Planning Law is also a legislation from where the Development Control Department draws its power from. And then secondly, the FCT Act of 1976.
Okay.
To be specific, Section 7 of it says no development shall take place within the territory until approval is sought and obtained.
Oh, right.
The Abuja Master Plan also gives credence to that, that in the implementation of the plan, a development control department shall be constituted, which shall be in charge of monitoring and controlling development within the territory. So as the case is, the development control department is charged with implementing the plan that is supposed to provide guidance for the physical or spatial development of a territory.
Okay. Oh, right. So if I get you correctly now, for instance, if I buy a land and I want to build on it, I must first of all go to the development control to get that papers before I can start building.
Yes.
Oh, right.
So when you secure a plot, before you can proceed on developing it, you need to approach the Department of Development Control to seek and obtain approval before you proceed with your development on ground.
Okay. All right. And I hope a lot of people are doing that.
Yes, to a reasonable extent, but of course you will always have outlier in every society.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Doctor, for letting us know the various legislations that empower development control, ensuring that you must obtain your approvals, your permit before embarking on any development. So, to Bolaji, I'd like to know, now that it's necessary or there's legislation that approvals or permits must be sought before development, what are the steps or processes or requirements for obtaining these building permits or approvals in the FCT, precisely from development control? And what role do you think the residents or communities can play to ensure compliance with such regulations?
Okay, thank you very much. First and foremost, before any development can take place, you're going to have a land. Either you are buying the land or the government is allocating the land to you directly.
Yeah.
Now, when you have your land, the first thing you need to do is to go to the Department of Development Control and find out, on this my land, what can I develop?
That's very important.
Because on every land, there is what we call the land use.
Okay.
There is a use, a particular use for every plot.
Okay.
So this is where people run against the law, because most of the time they don't find out what type of development can I carry out on this plot.
Okay. Before acquiring the land.
Either before acquiring
or
after
after.
acquiring, and you want to start your development.
Okay.
You need to find out, okay, what can I develop here? Is it for residential? Is it for commercial? Is it for industrial? Is it a green area? You need to find out what use is that land for.
Okay.
So when you get to the Department of Development Control, one of the tools we use in Department of Development Control is the land use.
Okay.
The land use, they will not explain to you, this is the use of your land, and this is how or what you can develop on the land.
Okay.
There are a lot of things the rules and regulations of development control will tell you when you approach them.
Okay.
If you don't approach them, you won't have the information.
Okay.
And you might run foul of the law.
Of the law. Wow.
So basically, the beginning of everything is find out this land that I have, what can I develop on the land?
On the land.
Very, very important.
Okay.
Very, very important.
So the residents or the community, city residents, they need to, while they acquire land, before they go into their designs, they need to visit the Office of Development Control to determine what or the nature of what they are to do
before you start anything, before you even invite your architect, before you give your architect the brief that okay, this is what I want to design.
Okay.
You need to go there. They'll tell you the type of uses your land is for. They'll tell you the density.
Okay.
They'll give you a lot of information about that land before you start anything. And it is this information that they're going to give to you that your architect will now use to bring up a design.
Okay.
There's what we call development control manual.
Okay.
It explicitly give all the informations that the architects will need to bring up a good design for the use of the plot.
Okay.
Of the plot.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Doctor, do you have any addition to?
Yes, thank you very much. I think he has provided a very good clarification on that.
Yeah.
So that is the commencement of the process when a prospective developer approaches the Department of Development Control requesting for, we call it control. Control will provide the required guideline in terms of height, mass of the building, the required setback, which will guide the architect in the design. So the development control manual is actually a guidebook and is a public document.
Yeah.
To be specific, page 70 to 71 provide all of this required guideline, and also page number 88 of the manual. It's a public document. Every prospective developer can get this, and then we'll use them.
Sorry, how do the developers, how do they get these documents?
Once you come to the department with, for example, for the case of Abuja, when you go to the department that you are putting forward an application for a development, when you pay for the application fee, you will be given a copy of the manual to guide you in the design, which you will expectedly give to your architect. So you pay the processing fee, commission a registered architect, a professional, to prepare your design. You bring forward the design, a file is consummated, and then the process starts. The field officers generate the field report, and then the files comes back, the vetting process commences, a bill is generated, and then if there are any comments on it, is also generated as feedback for you to refine the design. When you make the statutory payment, the final approval is granted, and then you can move to site. When you also move to site, the work doesn't end there. The monitoring officers will also continue to also ensure that you are complying with the approval that is so granted, be sure you are building in line, and eventually that you also have a safe and habitable structure when you eventually complete it.
All right. Thank you so much.
It's a complete cycle.
Yes,
it's a
indeed,
complete
it's a
cycle.
process.
But there's something I want to ask you before I ask you the main question. When he was talking, he said that they will tell you what to build, what structure to build. So what if I want to erect like a story building? Why would you tell me that I can't put a story building there, that it's a bungalow? What can be the reasons for me not to do that?
Okay, excellent question, because your question will help the viewers to better appreciate the essence of this conversation. A city has a plan. The plan is a reflection of the vision of what you want the city to eventually look like. So, for example, for the case of Abuja, maybe perhaps the station is situated in Abuja. We'll continue to use Abuja as a test case to make the explanation. The Abuja master plan is designed around the philosophy of hierarchy of centers, where you have neighborhood centers, and then the district center and the city center. All of these centers have provision for the required facilities to be accommodated there, and then the residential area. The residential areas are also zoned as either low, medium, or density. So, and then you have the plot sizes for this respective zonation. The idea is we are building a city with a vision that we will want to see eventually. This is the GRA area. This is the medium class area. This is the high density area. At the same time, we are still building an inclusive city where you have the neighborhood center where all of these people eventually meet and then cohabit. So to be specific and to answer your question is in compliance to the plan that has zoned some area as either low density development or medium or high. That is why we will say to you that the control for your plot that you have presented to want to seek and obtain approval for is so designated for either luxury duplexes that you may want to do, or a medium density or a high density development. So whichever that the control provides for, that's what we would advise you to do to provide the design, so we can
avoid demolition,
to avoid the avoidable.
Thank you so much. Now to the question I want to ask you. Now we know we have this issue of slums and squatter settlements, illegal structures, and unapproved land uses in Abuja. So we want to know that how does development control in Abuja address the challenges of slums, squatter settlements, illegal structures, and unapproved land uses? So how does they come in? How do they come in?
Okay, thank you. It's actually like a very lengthy question, and it may take the entire session to answer this.
Yeah.
But to be specific,
Yeah.
when, like we say, we will continue to use the Abuja case as case.
Yeah.
For example, there is a plan for the city,
Yeah.
and the Abuja case may actually be peculiar because what we observed between the year 2012 up through to 2015 is the city was witnessing a very high rate of urban population growth that is quite unprecedented. Rapidly, the city became one of the fastest growing cities in sub-Saharan Africa, growing at 12.5% annually. So all of this accounted for the influx of people into the FCT and the rate of spatial growth of how settlement were expanding. However, the Department of Development Control is undeterred. It continues to monitor and ensure that people build in line or in compliance with the plan. However, resources are perhaps limited, and that's how you get to have sprawling development which are not largely in compliance with the plan, as slum development. Of course, repeatedly people, the administration continue to make advocacy that people don't buy land from
just anybody,
from unauthorized sources. They should ensure that they seek and obtain land and then from the required department, and then seek and obtain approval before such development. So in cases where that does not happen, and where people go to develop on area that has been so designated as public facility or on transport corridors, the department does not have any option than ensure that these places are cleared from time to time to ensure that the sanctity of the Abuja master plan is protected.
Wow, that's a whole lot.
A whole lot of explanation. A whole lot of explanation. It can only come from a doctor.
Exactly. And I hope our listeners are actually listening to what he's saying.
Can you open up the lines?
Okay, yes. So I know that a lot of people want to ask questions. So let me open up the lines. So we have 090 9705 4450 090 8766 8888 090 7353 0004. So you can ask the next questions now.
Doctor, thank you very much for
thank you,
the
my
justice
pleasure.
You have done
to
to
that question.
Yeah. So, Bolaji, having heard what Doctor said as regards the issue of slum and squatter settlement, though we know urbanization plays its own role, and we have seen the good work done by your department to ensure that the city is maintained for everybody to live. In what ways now does development control collaborate, or is there any collaboration between development control and other professional bodies to ensure that the Abuja master plan is protected? Is there any way?
Thank you very much. Development control is a very unique department, let me put it like that.
Okay.
Because why I'm saying it like that is almost all professional bodies have their members in development control.
Okay.
We have the planners, we have the architects, we have the engineers, the structural engineers, the civil engineers, we have the electricals, we have the mechanical engineers, we have the land surveyors, we have the quantity surveyors in development control. So it's a department that is
estate valuers also.
Estate valuers also.
Okay.
So it's a department that is we have all the professionals encompassing. So we always relate with all the professional bodies.
Okay.
For example, if you want to submit a building plan approval in development control, the architect have to actually stamp and seal his drawings. And you have to get the stamp and the sealing. I mean the what's called the professional registration from their professional body.
All right.
Meaning, as an architect, this is the work I want to do. You are still informing your professional body that this is. And if we don't see those stamp and those signature on their drawings, we will not accept it.
Okay.
So it's a serious collaboration we're having with all the planning bodies.
Okay.
Meaning the architects must know, the engineers must know, every one of them must have their seal
on it,
on the drawings.
Okay.
And they are all professionals. And from time to time, we have this relationship with the professional bodies. Okay. We invite them to the office. At times we go and meet them. If we go to site and we notice that anybody is doing anything wrong, any of the professionals is doing anything wrong, we write to their professional body. We write to their professional body to sanction them.
Okay.
We tell the professional body what they have done. You know,
requires such sanction.
You said what?
I say we inform the professional bodies on what they did that requires such. Okay, the administrative
what they have
sanction.
done to the development of the city.
Okay.
And now the professional body will take this as an important thing and find a way of reprimanding such professional, even to the extent of at times they withdraw their license if they are not doing the thing that is right.
Okay, meaning in protecting Abuja master plan or master plan of any city, it's not only the work of the town planners.
No,
it's all encompassing. No. Every professional body
is involved.
The city itself is a living thing.
Okay.
It grows. The city grows.
Yeah.
Like a human being or any living thing, it grows.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not only the town planners that is in charge. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
The town planners, they're just like the how do I call it? The box behind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because without the town planners, you won't know what to develop where.
There won't be land uses.
There won't be land uses. So there will be chaotic development. Everybody will develop the way they want. There will be a church behind your house. There will be a mosque behind. So do you understand? So that's the extent of relationship we have with the professional bodies.
So meaning that this collaboration will continue as far as we want the master plan to be maintained.
It must continue for us to maintain the sanctity of the master plan.
Okay, that's a good one.
Well, that's a very good one. Do you have
any
addendum
addendum to what he has said?
I think he has succinctly put it. There is that synergy between the departments of development control and the professional body, and then taking it forward from there. From a case that I know, the Department of Development Control in the FCT have regular engagement sessions with the professional bodies in two lights. To be specific, when landmark development application for approval are received, which require robust consideration in order to make informed decisions on them, this representative of these professional bodies are invited so that we can harvest diversity of ideas from them in order to improve the consideration of such approval. So they add value to the submission in order that when we eventually grant approval, they become development that will be compliant with a city of best practice that we're aspiring to build. Then aside from that, when such development also commences, we also invite them, so we go along in order to monitor and ensure that the development is being built in line with standard best practices, and also to ensure that they are in compliance with the provisions of the plan. So we ensure that there will be continuous engagement between the Department of Development Control and the professional bodies, because of value addition, which of course knowledge is not nobody's repository of knowledge.
Yes, true.
You can always harvest knowledge from the relevant professional bodies.
Okay, right. Wow, thank you so much. Yes. We'll call the phone lines again, so that maybe I called it a little bit faster that time and people were able to get the number. So I'll call it again: 090-9705-4450. 090-9705-4450. Then we have 090-8766-8888. 09087668888. And the last one is 09073530044. 09073534400 and 44. Call in and let the experts answer your question. Now, looking ahead, sir, how can the use of technology like GIS, digital planning kits, drones, etc., and the likes, how can they improve better development control in Abuja for better efficiency, functionality, and transparency? So how can the use of technology, that's GIS, drones, so how can
another technology,
digital
technology?
Okay, thank you for this question. We're in the age of technology, and any profession that does not move along with this will be perhaps left behind. For the context of development control, the sophistication of your control mechanism you're seeking to monitor and control. So it is not out of place, but what we have as classical example of development controls in cities across the country are where you have manual vision to site to monitor compliance to the provisions of the plan. However,
hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. We have a call. You're welcome
Yeah,
to Eagles
this
FM.
mayor. Hello?
Hello, good evening. This is Eagles FM on the Town Planning Program. What's your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Mayor. I'm calling for Iratu.
Oh, welcome, Mr. Mayor. Good to hear your voice.
I want to ask a question.
Okay.
Imagine that maybe you bought a land and you have a CFO, you have a RFO, but when maybe a changing of government, hello, are you hearing me?
Yes, we can hear you.
That they revoke the land. How that be those kind of situations? You understand what I'm saying? That maybe some situation that maybe they revoke the land because of maybe that particular person that maybe I don't want to mention him because maybe they have interest in that particular place that maybe you have because maybe it's in town. And hello.
Hello, we can hear. Yes, we are listening to you.
The second question that I want to ask about people that maybe they are living maybe like a guesting places that maybe maybe buying land from maybe like a Guari, maybe FCT
yes.
come and demolish it, and they just say maybe there's no competition for them. How that maybe you can let us put light on more than that. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. You can answer in just 1 minute. Our time is
okay, very well. I think the speaker spoke about if a title is being revoked.
Yes,
Once the title is being revoked, you cannot build anything on nothing. You cannot approve or build on such land. He also talked about requesting for compensations when people buy land from unauthorized sources. Yes. When you can only be entitled to compensation when you have a genuine title and when you have sought and obtained approval and you have built in line with the approval. If that title is so revoked for a variety of public interest, you then be paid compensation for the improvement you have done on the land, so to speak.
Okay.
In 1 minute, can you
to follow up with what Dr. has said? It's only when there is an official allocation and a building plan approval that the government is now bound to pay compensation on any revoked land.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We're going to continue this
conversation
next week. So please call in early so that we can answer your questions. It's been a wonderful time with our experts, and we believe they're going to be with us. They're going to be with us here next week to answer. So please keep your questions ready, and also you can send your questions to this WhatsApp number 09061219684 090610806121964. This has been a lively discussion with our experts inside from our professionals. Once again, thank you for coming.
It's my great pleasure. Thank you so much.
And it's time for us from here. My name is Olubumi Ruben. Have a great day.
Imagine a city where green spaces thrive, communities connect, and innovation flourishes. Town planning shapes the future from transportation hubs to public parks. Every detail matters. Town planning creates spaces that inspire and uplift the community.